This is the biggest, boldest, coldest skills competition in the country.
I got the heart of a champion.
The ServiceTitan Elite Trades Championship Series was created to celebrate some of America's unsung heroes, the men and women of the trades. Here, HVAC technicians, plumbers, and more prove themselves in a series of grueling challenges designed to test their technical abilities, industry knowledge, and physical stamina. Only the best will walk away with some cold, hard cash and the title of champion.
I got the heart of a champion.
Tonight, HVAC technicians are taking the stage at the Palm Beach County Convention Center in West Palm Beach, Florida. This is the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane. Hey everybody, welcome on in alongside our HVAC Pro and Master Technician Scott Karen. My name is Joel Godet. You know, Scott, for the past 4 years, this competition has crowned champions in two divisions, professional HVAC techs and apprentices. But tonight, for the very first time, we're bringing full coverage of the Apprentice Division Finals. Scott, what is an apprentice in the HVAC world?
Well, you typically go through a 3 to 4 year apprenticeship, Joel, where you're getting technical education in both a classroom environment and with on-the-job training. It's usually the first step into a career in this awesome industry.
We had thousands of HVAC apprentices attempt to qualify for this competition, and tonight, we've narrowed that field down to just 5. Let's go ahead and meet our competitors. First up, Nathaniel Magner from Boston, Virginia. Nathaniel's in his 4th year as an apprentice and just last month became a first-time father. No doubt he'll be gunning for that top prize. Next, we have a familiar face, 3rd-year apprentice Robin May from Portland, Oregon. Robin was at this competition last year but failed to make the podium. Will this be her year? From Gaithersburg, Maryland, we have 4th-year apprentice Renee Soto Flores. This father of 4 used to work in food service and says he's excited to be starting a new career in HVAC. Coming in next, Braden Reeser from North Platte, Nebraska. Braden is a 3rd-year apprentice and got started in the trade out of high school after helping his brother, an appliance store employee, deliver a furnace. And finally, Kirby Hess from Flora, Indiana. Kirby is in his 3rd-year apprenticeship, but has been in the industry working for his family business for a lot longer than that. Will his experience give him the edge he needs to clinch that trophy? All right, our finalists are getting settled down on the floor. Let's take a look at what they're being tasked with in our Apprentice Final Breakdown, brought to you by Trane and American Standard.
The apprentice technicians will be installing ductwork to tie in a Trane energy recovery ventilator, or ERV, into a residential HVAC system. The duct path will run from the return plenum into the ERV and vented out of the home. And another duct will run from the outside back into the ERV and then into the supply plenum. Then they will drill a hole in the supply plenum and install a state-of-the-art UV indoor air purifier. Finally, they will install the air filter and clean up their workstations. Competitors will have only 90 minutes to complete this installation. They will be scored on their workmanship, adherence to the specified duct plan, proper tool usage, and safety. Time to complete the task will only be considered in the event of a tie.
Scott, let's dive into the significance of these energy recovery ventilators. What do they do? Why do we have them in the competition?
We're building homes so tight today that the air inside is stale and unhealthy. What these ERVs do is they bring in the fresh air, they exhaust all the internal air so that it's a happier, healthy home.
You only get a healthy and happy home, though, if the work is done well, and these competitors have their work cut out for them. Let's go down to the 3rd member of our team. Chip Wade is not down on the floor. He has wiggled his way in behind the rafters and all the equipment that these competitors are going to have to work with. Chip, what do you see?
Thanks so much, guys. Yes, this competition is going to be action-packed. These apprentices have a huge installation challenge ahead of them for 90 minutes. You can see we have the air handler horizontal set up here. This is a very typical situation to what they would see on a daily basis, but their challenge is all about installation, using tools and having to work quickly to get the job done. Back to you guys.
Chip, thank you. Scott, what is really real world about this task?
Well, ductwork is difficult because everything has to be cut, measured. They're climbing up and down those ladders, Joel. There's a lot of work involved. They got to come right back down, cut the sheet metal, go right back up. So it's tiring. I think these apprentices, they're cut out for this type of work.
Well, our competitors have metal on their minds and look like they're ready to rock. So let's send it back down to Chip and get this competition started.
All right, competitors, find your clocks. On my count, hit the start button. In 3, 2, 1, go!
And we are underway here in West Palm Beach, Florida. Well, now we're underway here in West Palm Beach, Florida. Safety gloves are there for a reason. Sometimes they get in the way.
Yep, Kirby's got a little extra protection to keep him from pressing start.
Robin May getting set with those elbows of sheet metal. No particular prescribed order you need to work with, so how do these competitors attack it?
I'd get the up top stuff behind the unit done first. It's just a lot easier than on the way down get the other stuff. You can see Braden, he's setting that Malco hole cutter to be cutting that sheet metal out. It's got a diameter adjustment.
Kirby Hess, he's sliding that sheet metal behind the air handler. That turns into what?
It's the ductwork for the ERV unit. After he measures it, he has to cut it and then snaps it together.
Is that something you do typically already in the attic when you don't have a lot of space?
100%. You have to be up there doing it because you can't snap it together before you cut it.
Back to Braden Reeser working on top of that air handler with this drill. Makes your life a ton easier.
This Malco hole cutter is an amazing tool. Allows you to cut holes all the way up to 18 inches in sheet metal with great ease.
Hole is cut, Braden Reeser is moving on, and so is the competition here in West Palm Beach, Florida. We continue with the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane when we return.
The 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by ServiceTitan, empowering those who power the nation, and by Trane and American Standard, leaders in home comfort solutions, delivering innovative HVAC systems that redefine comfort and efficiency.
Welcome back to the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane. 5 of the nation's best HVAC apprentice technicians just starting in on their installation challenge. And Scott, the room is already buzzing with the sounds of cutting sheet metal.
It's music to my ears, Joel.
We get our first look at Rene Soto Flores. And starting out with the UV filter, his Strauss status meter showing about 10% completion in his overall task. Still includes all this ductwork that we're going to see on top of this air handler.
That is the return plenum that he's working on with the takeoff on top. That's going to redirect the air, Joel, right into that ERV behind him.
That ERV is that white box that would be affixed to the wall if we were working in a true attic. As we go back down onto the floor here with Rene Soto Flores.
That's the bracket for the air purifier, Joel. It's real important that there is an airtight seal between that bracket and the supply plenum that he's going to stick that onto.
Rene taking off his safety gloves. You are allowed to. It's not recommended, but if there's fine work you need to do, like peeling that sticky.
And this is exactly why. Look at that ductwork. Look at how sharp that is. Those shards will cut you. They are unforgiving.
And now Kirby Hess installing those sheet metal elbows.
You can see here where Kirby's 90 is a little bit opened up. It's almost at 100 degrees. He's going to have to adjust that to get into the bottom of that ERV, Joel.
Braden Reeser back down on the floor as we get our first look at Robin May, who has come back down out of the attic, going over to her tools station. And now you can see the architect plans start to come into the picture as well. Just like any other job, you've got an instruction set that you can build off of.
Yes, Joel. Those are the mechanical drawings that's specifying where she has to install all the ductwork and where she's supposed to cut the holes.
Scott, Robin back in the room where it happens here in 2025. Came up just a little bit short at last year's competition. The question for this former theater kid, is she ready to take center stage?
When I found out I was coming back to the competition, I felt like I had been given another chance. My name is Robin May. I'm from Portland, Oregon, and I've been an HVAC apprentice for 3 years. Growing up, I was a theater kid, and there's some similarities between that and kind of what I experienced here. doing theater, it's like you're aware that there's a ton of people out there, but you still have to like stick with the task. And that's what I was trying to bring into it from that experience, I guess. When I'm not working, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I'm a huge backpacker. I've done a lot of it this summer, just kind of going out into the woods and staying there for a few days. I think I've done like 125 miles this year in the backcountry. That is mainly how I spend my time. I love elevation gain when I'm hiking, just because like you're not thinking about anything else other than just getting up the hill. It's one of those things, it's like, especially on the job and definitely with backpacking, it's like, it's something that has to be done. If you're not gonna do it, then you're just gonna sit there and you're never gonna go anywhere with it. But like on the job, it's like either I do it or somebody else does it, and I don't want somebody else to get paid to do it, so I'm gonna do it.
Back in Robin's little corner of the attic here and having a little bit of trouble with that hole cutter.
She seems to be second guessing herself. We'll see what's going on. It looks like Renee's fairly comfortable here with what he's doing. He's flying through that hole cutting with those old-fashioned tin snips.
He is just motoring through with those tin snips, and you can really see the thickness of this sheet metal as well, both how sturdy it is, but also how it can cut you if you're not safe around it. Safety key for all of these competitors. Kirby Hess, 22 years old, officially 6 years in the trade, but HVAC runs through the Hess family.
An inspiration would probably be my dad. Ever since I can remember, he's been doing HVAC. My name is Kirby Hess, and I am from Flora, Indiana. I started when I was 16. My dad bought a company. Then my older brother, he's now one of the owners with him. Before then, I worked on a farm from like 12 to 16. And I got my license, so I was kind of like, I guess I'll just do HVAC. I may have been like that, you know, because my older brother, that's what he always did, and my second oldest brother, he actually worked there, but he's a trucker now. He likes running equipment, and so. But other than that, all my family's pretty much worked there. When I'm not working, I'm probably out by the pond fishing or doing something outside. Hunting season just started in Indiana, so once I get back home, I'm gonna be out in the woods some, trying to get something. If I won, I don't know, I would probably spend a little on myself and maybe put some away. Maybe go on another vacation, I don't know. It was a good experience just to come here and go out there and see what it's all about, see what it's like. But if you win, you know, that'd be even better.
Kirby Hess continuing to trim that sheet metal. Just quantify it for us, Scott. How sharp is that he's working with?
If they didn't have those gloves, there'd be a lot of medics on call right now. You can see how their hand is brushing right up against the sheet metal. Those gloves are protecting them. Strauss does a great job with those cut-proof gloves.
Being put to good use for Nathaniel Magner here as well, as our ducts continue to go in and those apprentices have plenty more to do. Don't go away, because we'll be right back with the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane. Welcome back to West Palm Beach alongside Scott Caron, Joel Godet, and our HVAC Apprentice Finals are well underway. Our competitors sweating it out down on the floor. You know, Scott, it was a long road for everyone to get to this moment, so let's take a second and take a look back at how everybody got here in our Johnstone Supply Road to Finals recap. The 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane began in March with an online qualifying quiz. Thousands of techs entered at home, and half a dozen in-person events held by Johnstone Supply in their stores across the country. Out of nearly 8,000 entrants in round one, only 36 apprentices advanced on to round two. It was a hands-on skills challenge where techs were sent a kit of tools and materials from Johnstone Supply and were tasked with brazing a tabletop service valve assembly in just 20 minutes. The 10 apprentice technicians with the highest scores advanced to the championship here in West Palm Beach, where they faced one last challenge before making it to the final five. This one, a diagnostic test, using an HVAC training module connected to state-of-the-art software from MeasureQuick. The app calculates real-time data on system vitals and then provides solutions for techs out in the field. But here, it was man versus machine, with the apprentices relying entirely on their technical knowledge and experience to assess the problem in under 15 minutes. All of the competitors took their time at the training modules, interpreting the data coming out of the NAVAC probes, and ruling out potential faults. For some, the answer was clear, while others struggled to complete their diagnoses. In the end, most of the competitors were able to identify that the system was both overcharged with refrigerant and had low airflow. From here, it was all about our competitors' methodology and speed. The 5 competitors with the most thorough diagnoses in the least amount of time advanced on to the finals. And Scott, why is it so critical that we're able to test the diagnosing skill of these technicians?
Diagnostic and troubleshooting is a big part of what they do every day. It's difficult to show that with these Measure Quick training units. We can see how these apprentices approach each of these problems that they've been asked to find. I was really excited to see it in the competition.
Nathaniel Magner hails from Boston, Virginia. 29 years old, 4 years in the trade, and Scott, in his free time, he loves to work on cars. Big fan of the details, the little things, letting his mind go to work. And it's that helped get him here to the final, having to go through the diagnostic challenge of the semis.
I've seen in the past that everything's kind of been like a gathering or install related, and it was really cool that they did a diagnostic style. So I was really excited for that because it's mainly what I run in for work. It's just service work, going in, trying to figure out what's wrong. So it was nice to use my brain a little bit. My name is Nathaniel Magner. I'm from Boston, Virginia, and I've been an HVAC apprentice for 4 years. Me and my wife just had our first baby. She's about a month old now. It's a new experience in that aspect as well. Setting up the nursery was kind of fun. I had to build a lot of stuff, the crib and dresser and all that, and assemble everything and paint, make it all nice and cozy for her. My wife has been very supportive from the beginning. Just moving into my job with HVAC is just a big change, very stressful at first, a lot of learning, but she's been there for me the whole time. Winning the competition would mean quite a lot. It's going to be ecstatic. I'll be very ecstatic about it, very excited. Not enough words to describe how I'd feel at that time.
Nathaniel Magner saying he wants to hear Chip Wade call his name because he has competed here before, a semi-finalist back in Tampa in 2023. Robin May told us that last year at this competition, she did struggle with the sheet metal, so it's actually been, Scott, one of the things she's focused on in the last year.
Looks like she's figured it out, Joel. She's making really straight cuts, comfortable with snapping that sheet metal together. I like to see it.
And we really haven't seen competitors snapping the sheet metal together too much yet. How exactly does that fit together?
You have the little lip that goes inside of the groove, and when you bend them down into an oblong position, it snaps in together. It won't release.
When it comes to the trades, time is money. You need to work efficiently. This is the picture of efficiency.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Braden's doing great. He takes the marker out of his pocket, puts it back. He's using the tin snips, took them from a certain area, doing a great job cutting. You can see how he's staying right on that line. He's very comfortable. He's in his element right here.
Robin May back in the proverbial attic. Scott, you mentioned how adjustable these elbows are. Looks like Robin is trying to create a pretty complex bend.
She's got 3 or 4 pieces, Joel, that she needs to get together from point A to point B. There's a lot of things that can go wrong there. She has to start attaching these things in. It's not easy. There's many different. She needs another set of hands.
It's important to understand as we continue to watch these competitors work, 3 distinct tasks in this test, no specified order of completion. So understanding where each of them is in relation to the others, hard to get a grasp on at this point.
It is, and we've got 5 different judges watching these competitors, marking down where they're at, what they're doing. What a great team we have here to monitor all their progress. Looking good.
So don't read too much into the fact that Nathaniel Magner was just using the hole cutter, although Kirby Hess looks like he's done yeoman's work down here in the tight spaces.
Doing a good job there with those under ducts there. Those are the intake and exhaust for that fresh air makeup.
And you started this competition, Scott, by saying, hey, get the stuff that's in small spaces out of the way first.
That's what I would do, Joel. Get those upper items done, all the ductwork installed and secured, and on your way back out, install the media filter and that UV purifier.
Continue to be impressed by Braden Reeser's experience and speed. Just 2 years in the trade, but making quick work of that sheet metal. And what is that noise?
That's the Malco Turbo Crimper. It crimps the pipe so that it tapers it in, shrinks the metal, it fits inside of another pipe that's not crimped, and then you secure it with zip screws. Great fastening system for ductwork.
And it's important to fasten everything together because that's what can happen if you don't. Nathaniel Magner just dry fitting it, which you can do,
Sure.
but now he's starting at square zero.
Yep, he's got to go right back down the ladder and come right back up. That's the problem with working at heights. Here we have Kirby. He's using the 4-foot level to come across so we can get the vertical measurement cut and installed. I like his technique here.
When we come back, we're going to turn up the heat. The Apprentice Division Finals of the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship, powered by Trane, continues on CBS Sports Network. Welcome back to the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship, powered by Trane. As we mentioned earlier in the program, this competition series, Scott, is all about celebrating people in the trades. And that's not only because the work they do is so vital to our everyday lives, but also because the HVAC industry is facing increasing demand and a diminishing supply of skilled workers.
And why not? We're making HVAC cool again, Joel.
I believe that is what the kids say. So before we get back into finals action, let's dive a little deeper into the state of the industry with support from our partners at ServiceTitan. Scott, you look at some of those numbers, 42,000 new jobs every year, that can fill Wrigley Field.
That's a lot of people, and we are going to need those people going forward. The trades are no longer a second option to going to college. These systems are getting more and more complicated. I'm excited for the future, and these apprentices are our future, Joel.
And with $14 billion a year being spent on HVAC services and repairs, Scott, you can make good money as a career.
That's so true. And what excites me even more is the new technology being developed by companies like ServiceTitan. It's really taking this industry to the next level, allowing HVAC businesses to operate more efficiently, earn higher profits, and create even more jobs.
Well, on that subject of efficiency, our apprentice techs are about halfway through their install of their ductwork to the energy recovery ventilators. So let's jump back into the action.
What he's doing here is making sure that that height is correct, Joel. You can see him taking a piece of ductwork right here and making sure that it lines up and clears the other duct in front of it.
Now, Braden Reeser is the first person we've seen go on to this step, securing the ductwork to the plenum.
That's right, and what he's doing here is he's marking all the spots that he needs to bend that cleat. That's a special type of support, sheet metal. It's reinforced by bending it. He's going to use that to support the ductwork. That type of support is called drive cleat, Joel. It's used for different things. This is one of its great uses, supporting ductwork when it's just hanging in midair like that. See how organized he is? He's putting his marker and his tape measure back where it's supposed to be. One less step trying to look for it.
That seems like it would be something obvious, but how much do people, especially early in their career, take that organization for granted?
I think he had a good teacher to teach him the right way.
Reeser fastening that support into place, still early in his career, 3 years in the trade, still new to the spotlight, making his first appearance at this competition, but it seems like things are falling into place nicely.
I didn't know what I was getting into. It's all new to me, so I'm kind of figuring out everything and meeting new people, so it's been fun. My name is Braden Reeser. I've been an HVAC apprentice for 3 years. What's going on in my head when I'm competing is trying to get everything done in the time and efficiently and make it look good. I don't know, I think the clock's gonna be a thing I look at, but I'm gonna try not to worry about the clock. What motivates me is helping people, telling them about their systems, letting them know different things and like what could help them in the future, like prevent stuff. Winning this competition would mean a lot to me, how much I've succeeded and grown and like knowing the knowledge of stuff I know over the past 3 years, from knowing nothing to being here a lot. When I'm not working, I am with my girlfriend and dog or riding my motorcycle. We had a concert, it would have been last night. She was excited for that, but I won this trip, and she goes, well, I'd rather go to Florida. I think coming here and seeing me get to do this, I think is more important than a concert. We can always go to another concert.
The original plan for Braden Reeser and his girlfriend was to go to a Tate McRae concert at the same time as this competition. But Reeser finds out he's made the final, brings his girlfriend down to West Palm Beach, and is competing here for a championship title and a big check. Scott, if he winds up the victor, I think all's well that ends well.
I think he made the right choice here. He's doing very well. I'm impressed with his work.
Shouts to Tate McRae if she wants to grant him some VIP tickets to a future concert. Looks like Reeser's next step is going to be installing that air purifier. As we go to Kirby Hess, still working to fit together his ductwork.
Joel, what I see here is a really skilled person with spatial awareness. He's taking from what's on the mechanical drawings to the application of it in nowhere, in the middle of nowhere, by measurements and levels. Really talented guy.
Nathaniel Magner still connecting that sheet metal together.
Do you have to do anything with the cord or anything?
Looks like Braden Reeser has finished with his air purifier installation, and now all he has left is the air filter. Scott, that's something where if you own a home, you've definitely seen one of those, but maybe not as heavy duty as the one that Braden has to go grab here.
This is a 5-inch version. A lot of the homes have 1-inch versions. This is a high-efficiency air filter, and it does have to go in the correct way. There are arrows. You can see the yellow arrows. That is the airflow. Now you can see those 2 black arrows on the filter. That's making sure everything goes the right way. Robin cutting her last piece of ductwork here, Joel. Let's hope she gets this up in time before the clock runs out.
Soto Flores working underneath the ERV as his family watches on. Braden Reeser giving everything a once-over on his workstation. Braden Reeser is done with almost 25 minutes to spare. He's gonna have a chip.
Just clocked out?
Yep.
How do you feel?
I feel good.
Yeah? You had kind of a look of confidence the entire time. Halfway through, you were good.
Yeah.
Finishing up, looks like you're the first to finish.
Yep.
Again, that doesn't necessarily guarantee anything, but you feel pretty confident?
I do.
As you look around, is there anybody that you are worried about or that you saw in the initial briefing that you're like, oh, this guy's good?
I think we all have the skills to do it. Just who's the best.
There you go. Well, hey, you know what? Now you can take a sigh of relief, get you a sip of water, relax, and hopefully not remember anything you missed.
Yep.
All right, good stuff. Congratulations.
So, Scott, that begs the obvious question. Number one, if you're one of the other competitors, what does that do to you seeing that somebody has already finished? And number two, if you're Braden, are you worried that you finished so quickly that you must have done something wrong?
Both. Yes on both. I would start to work really hard to make sure I secure that second finish. Gives you a better chance of winning.
We have one competitor who's frozen their clock. Will anybody else cross that finish line? We'll find out when we return. We're back at the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane.
Our apprentices are hard at work. They are moving, they are sweating, they are working with some seriously sharp materials, Joel.
Scott, they're looking sharp as well. Our competitors have been outfitted in this top-of-the-line workwear from Strauss. Chip Wade caught up with Nadia Barletta from Strauss earlier in the competition, talking about their new partnership with the ServiceTitan Elite Trades Championship Series.
Nadia, it's so great talking to you. We're here checking out some of the Strauss product. You have outfitted all of the competitors here. You guys have been in the European market for years. Kind of new to the U.S., and this is your first year with the ETCS. Tell us a little bit about why you guys wanted to be here.
We're super excited to be here. It's our first year. The show just aligns so great with all the values that Strauss has, just supporting the trades, supporting the people that build our world. We are here to support them with full-on work gear, head to toe, to make it comfortable for them to really work and also compete.
So tell us a little bit more about what is so important about integrating with the trades. Why do you guys want to service this industry?
We are a part of the industry as workwear, right? We need you guys. We want to, of course, offer you something that you like and that you can wear for years, and we just want to elevate the whole craftsmanship.
Perfect. Well, German engineering has met comfort and style, and it's here available to us. Thank you so much, Nadia.
Thank you.
Chip, thank you. As we get back into the action on the floor, and you can see the support system working with Robin May.
It's good to see the support. Obviously, they're fans of hers, and they want to see her do well.
Renee Soto Flores, look at him just pop this sheet metal together.
He's doing good with that. It's not easy to get that together. He's very familiar with working with 6-inch round duct.
Renee is a guy that, away from the trade, loves to cook. Smoked ribs are his specialty. And let me tell you something, food is also what got him into HVAC.
When I'm on the floor, even the cameras disappear, honestly. I notice them, I feel them there, but when I have something in front of me, a task, something I gotta do, that's kind of what's on my mind. My name is Renee Soto Flores, and I'm from Gaithersburg, Maryland. I've been an HVAC technician for 4 years. I did a lot of fast food service at first, and I had somebody walk into the Subway I worked at the time and just ask me, like, what do you want to do with life? Like, where do you want to go? And he was one of the facilitators at the building next door from Montgomery College. He would come in Subway every day, 12 o'clock for lunch, and we'd always spark up a conversation. He would always ask me, what do you want to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Finally, he brought me a piece of paper and said, apply for this scholarship, I'll help you. I'll give you a good recommendation letter so you can get the scholarship and it'll pay for the maintenance program. And that was my first step into it all. I try to just kind of hide behind the curtains, honestly. I'm more of let's pick somebody else up who may not be as confident, but sometimes I don't have the same confidence in myself, but my wife does really good with that. She'll push me like, no, you can do it. You got this. Go do it. So then my kids always are there like, I love you, Daddy. So I'm like, all right, let's go do it. I want to be able to like provide jobs back to the community where I first came from. I want to be able to provide, I guess, a good life for my kids and my wife. I mean, there's still a lot of steps I got to go through. There's a couple guys here who do their own business and kind of minds I'd like to talk to and just see like, how do you do it? Like, how'd you start? As of now, I don't know where to start, but I know that it'll come to me. There's no doubt. I feel like it'll come to me.
All right, Scott Karen, help a man out. He wants to start a business. How do you start a business in the trades?
He's already started. He started learning the trade. But don't start a business if you want to work less, because it's the opposite. You end up working 2 to 3 times more than you ever had to. Good thing is, he's young, and he's got 4 girls that are going to support him. I like to see his inspirations.
Looking to bring some jobs to the community in Gaithersburg, Maryland as well. How does Nathaniel Magner's work look to you?
It looks good. He's making sure that everything is secured. Now he's just feeling around, making sure that all the screws are in the elbows. That's good. That's a good technique.
And he's already got that ductwork secured as well, so he doesn't have to go put those additional pieces on.
Same with Robin. She's putting in the final zip screws. Can't miss any of them. The judges are going to be looking for those zip screws to make sure that the ductwork is all secured.
Everything's coming down to the wire now. These competitors have just over 10 minutes remaining to get all their ducts in a row, and then it's up to the judges. So don't blow away. We'll be right back at the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship, powered by Trane, right after this. Welcome back. We are in the final moments of the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane. One competitor is finished, and the rest are scrambling to get all their ductwork installed. Scott Karen, what do you think of how our apprentices are doing?
They're doing really good at this point, wrapping up the final details, cleaning up. There's a lot of finishing touches that have to go in here. Securing all the duct is certainly one of them.
Robin May screwing in the Rector Seal UV air purifier. Same goes for Nathaniel Magner. This is, again, something you can have added to a system that already exists in your home. Kirby Hess cleaning up his station. The Central Indiana native looking for any loose parts. Looks like he's in pretty good shape. Robin May seems like she's rocking along here. No surprise here that Kirby Hess breezes his way through this competition. Remember, HVAC runs in his family. And in 1 hour and 25 minutes and 11 seconds,
nice job, my man.
Kirby's done.
Thanks. Woo! Out of breath.
Yeah, that was a lot of work, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
It's fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All in a day's work, huh?
Right?
Looks clean, and you finished before time ran out.
Good deal.
All right, we'll see how you turn out.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
2 competitors are done, 3 still out on the floor. This is Nathaniel Magner tidying up his workstation. Had a ton of sheet metal left over, so he was really efficient with the supplies he was given. Renee Soto Flores, the only man still building his ductwork, because Magner is reassembling his tool cart.
Robin May putting in the final touches, using those supports to secure the ductwork. Big judging point. They were told they need to support those ducts.
Cleanup important.
She's looking for some information from those judges, but they are tight-lipped. They are instructed not to coach the contestants. I love it. Is cleanup important? Of course it's important.
Way to err on the side of caution. Let's make sure the area is all nice and tidy. That's exactly what Nathaniel Magner is doing. Once you hit stop on the clock, you cannot hit restart. 1:28:17 is the official time for Nathaniel Magner, our third competitor to cross the finish line. Looks like Robin May is pretty close behind. Last few things going away. And you can see the toll that this test took on Nathaniel. Just the sweat beating down his face. Robin May, our fourth competitor done. 1:28:47, just under the gun. Rockin' Robin. And that leaves Renee Soto Flores trying to finish things off. And oh, Robin going back. She can't clean up. She is already clocked out.
No, sir, she cannot. It could affect her points at the end. But she did a great installation, Joel. Looking forward to see the results.
All the hard work is done, except for Renee Soto Flores, who now I have to imagine is under the gun.
And I think he's so focused on working on those ducks. I'm impressed. He's dialed in.
Oh, man. Come on.
Time winding down on Renee Soto Flores. He is completely locked in, trying to get himself across the finish line as we hit the final 10 seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tools down.
And
Good
time
job,
expires. The competition is over. Now remember, you don't have to finish to win. This could come down to workmanship, mistakes, any number of factors. Renee is with chip weight.
Oh, Renee.
That elbow, man.
Oh, was it giving you trouble?
Yeah, just the last thing I needed.
The last thing, well, it looks almost done. Would it work?
Would it work?
Yeah.
That's the exhaust, so it's gonna go out. I hope.
Hey, we'll keep our fingers crossed. Hey, so close, man. Good job.
All right, man,
All
appreciate
right,
you.
catch your breath. Good job.
I'll say this much, Scott, across the board, the work does look pretty.
Really does. They did a great job. All the competitors came real close to finishing everything.
The competition is over here in West Palm Beach, Florida, and now it's time for the judges to shine. Scott, what are the judges looking for here as they tally the final results?
They will want to see that they've installed the ductwork according to the specifications that they were given, Joel. Are the ducts secured correctly? Does the work look good? They're getting points for installing the UV air purifier and the media filter. And they're losing points if they performed any unsafe working practices or misused any of their tools. We saw 4 of the 5 competitors clock out, but their time will only be taken into consideration if there is a tie in the scores. And from what I've seen tonight, Joel, I think this might be the case for these apprentices. There is some excellent work on the floor. It'll definitely be close.
One of these HVAC apprentices will go home with bragging rights as the hot name in town and a check for a cool $20,000. Who will it be? We'll find out when the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane Apprentice Division Finals return.
The 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by ServiceTitan, empowering those who power the nation, and by Johnstone Supply, contractors' preferred source of equipment, tools, supplies, and training.
Welcome back to the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane. Our first presentation of the Apprentice Division Finals has ended with a bang. 4 of the 5 apprentices were able to complete their challenge of installing the ductwork for an energy recovery ventilator and a UV air purifier into an HVAC system. This competition challenged their physical strength and stamina, having to cut, crimp, bend, and build the heavy-duty sheet metal ducts, and then traveling up and down ladders to install them, just like they would if they were doing this work inside the attic or crawl space of a home. It also tested their technical skills, working with top-of-the-line tools to complete their installations precisely and according to specification. Some flew through their installations, while others stumbled when working with the clunky sheet metal. But they recovered and kept on moving and breathing all the way to the finish. Now, if you're out there watching and you or someone you know is a tradesperson, Scott,
That's me, Joel.
and you want to prove yourself in this ultimate skills competition, or if you're just interested in the trades, then give us a follow on social media and check us out online, elitetrades.global. You can stay informed on all things ServiceTitan Elite Trades Championship Series, like how to qualify to compete and where we'll be heading for the finals in 2026. Back in the arena here where the work is done, and it is time to find out which of our HVAC apprentices is going to be crowned our national champion. Here's Chip with our winner's ceremony.
What a valiant effort from our top 5. That was quite a day of competition. Are you guys ready to hear the final results? All right. We're going to start with third place. Taking home $5,000 from Boston, Virginia, Nathaniel Magner.
The first-time father, Nathaniel Magner, third place finish and $5,000 in the bank.
He worked hard for that $5,000, Joel. He didn't stop once he started.
4 remain, 2 slots left. Coming in second place, taking home $10,000. Let's hear it from Flora, Indiana, Kirby Hess.
Just 22 years of age, grew up in the trades. It runs in his family. Clearly that lifelong experience paying off.
Joel, what I saw was a very well-organized competitor. I'm a big fan of his.
All of you guys did so fantastic. Each one of y'all deserve to be here. Thank y'all so much. But somebody has to take this home. In first place, taking home the grand prize and the title of champion, let's give a huge congratulations from North Platte, Nebraska, Braden Reeser.
Dominant from start to finish, the 22-year-old Braden Reeser is now $20,000 richer, and he has the title of Apprentice National Champion.
And he's got that beautiful trophy to go along with it, Joel. He stayed consistent from the beginning, didn't take his eye off the prize.
Huge shout out to our first, second, and third place finishers, each walking away with some cash in their pockets. And a big round of applause for all of the competitors who made it to the competition this year.
They all did a fantastic job, and being here is such a validation for how hard they work every day.
Looks like Chip is down on the floor with our champion, Chip Wade.
Braden, you're all smiles.
Yep.
You did it, man. You took it home.
Yep. I'm excited. I was really excited for this whole competition.
Looking back over your time here at the competition, what are you going to take away from this?
It was a learning experience, meeting new people. There's a lot more stuff out there to learn about. Talk with all the other guys. A lot more equipment and everything to learn about.
Yeah, a lot of relationships to take with you in the years to come.
Yep.
Excellent. Well, do you think you're going to be back to defend the title?
I'm going to hope so.
Hopefully we'll see you next year.
Yep.
Thanks,
you.
Braden. Congrats.
It's been an awesome night here in West Palm Beach, but unfortunately our time together has come to a close. So for Scott Karen and Chip Wade, my name is Joel Godet, and thank you for joining us here at the Apprentice Division Finals of the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane. Stay cool, America.